Hello crafters, welcome to Create at Home with G and today's video. Today I'm taking part in a YouTube hop with the lovely Tammy over at Tam's Craft and More. And she is on YouTube. I will link her channel below. She put out a message asking if anybody would like to take part in a $5 spring decor challenge. And I was like, yep, that sounds good to me. And you may say to yourself, Gareth, you're in the UK. Yes, I am. But there's nothing stopping me from doing a £5 version, but I'll still have the tagline as $5. So I went to Poundland and I bought 4 of these Home Sweet Home signs, and I'm going to alter them. And then from my stash I have these MDF letters. Now I am going to create a home sign. Sorry guys, I'm just looking for my E. There we are. Right, I picked up the F instead of the E. So I'm going to create a home sign, but we'll get to that later. I've done one side and I'm going to do the rest of them as well, but all I'm doing is with my white gesso is I am taking off a lot of the paint and I am dry brushing over the top. Now I'm not worried about this print that's already up on there. I'm not bothered by that at all. By the time I cover this, now I gave this side approximately 5 coats, so I am going to do the same with this. I'm just going to go over it, let it dry, go over it, let it dry, go over it and let it dry. So that's the second coat, so I need to let that dry, but what I'll do is I'll use my heat tool to speed things up. So I'm going to go over that at least 5 or 6 times, and I'm going to do the same with all the other pieces. Now I've got 4 of them, one I've already done, so I just need to do the other 3, then we will come back and we will alter the MDF letters. So I'll see you in a mo. Okay crafters, we have our planks ready, so they're all nice and distressed. Now I'm going for the kind of rustic country farmhouse kind of look, and I'm going to be using these all year round, so not just for spring. But if you did want them for a particular season, then I'm sure you could just like add some seasonal foliage and that type of thing. Now my wooden letters, I am literally just going to paint with gesso. I will give them probably 2 coats, maybe even 1, because again I don't want these to be pristine, I don't want these to be perfect. Again, these type of things are a very, very personal preference, so you can make them as pristine as you like, or you can make them as rustic as you like. So as you can see, I've just gone through them, I've just gone around the edges, gone over the top to go back to the MDF. So that's what I'm going to do. So let me heat these up to dry set them. If that's enough for you, then that's cool, but for me I think it needs just another layer, just another coat. But if that's okay for you, then you know, do what suits you and your and to your eye. I'll leave a link for Fernley Designs in the description box and in the comments. I love their stuff. I'm going to be doing some Christmas in July design team projects and some guest design team projects later on in the year, so I'm looking forward to that. I've done many guest design slots for them in the past, and I will happily do more because I love their products. Okay, that's the last you'll need of the gesso. Now, using a simple emery board nail file, I'm going to go around the edges and on top to give them the distressed look, but I'll do that over my bin. Okay crafters, so here is my distressed E and M. So this is going to be HOME for home. So I'm just going to hot glue my letters onto my Poundland houses. just going to go over it with a hot tool to get rid of any glue strings. Okay, now I have these brass hinges which I have in my stash. Now I don't have any screws. I'm going to have to get some screws, but for the video purposes I'm going to hot glue them to the sides. And so what it will do, it will open up and then I can have it wherever I want it. So I've got the H and the O done. So now I need to hot glue the M. So I'm just going to put some hot glue where I want the two hinges to go. So one there. Now making sure that you leave plenty of space, and what I'll do is I will come back and screw these on, but the hot glue will just give them that extra security. Making sure that that glue dried very quickly. Making sure that the hinge itself is overhanging. Oh, come on, I just had one. So the actual hinge of so it can close freely like that one. Okay. Now let's bring over the M. So that's going to go that way. Let's put some hot glue roughly where I need it for the hinges to touch. Open those hinges, making sure that my bottom lines up with the previous letter. Okay, let me just check this, crafters. I don't want to get this wrong. Okay, so that's got to go there. Let me take off the hot glue and start that one again. And my hinge actually on the top here is hanging off too far. Okay. These will work so much better when I screw them in, but at the moment I don't have the screws, so I'm not going to stress about it. I will screw them on once my screws arrive. Okay. You could leave these freestanding if you wanted to. If you didn't want to have these hinges, you could definitely leave them freestanding. And these hinges definitely need screwing because this hot glue isn't working. Okay, so we have the H, the O, the M. And now I'm looking at it, I'm not sure if I want them hinged. I think I prefer them freestanding, crafters. I mean, please go ahead if you want to get some hinges and hinge yours together. But I think I just want mine freestanding. Why limit myself to where I can put them? So crafters, I've decided to take the hinges off. So I'm just taking off the hinges and the hot glue. Okay, so we have the H, O, the M and the E, and I'll show you some pictures at the end of them displayed on my mantelpiece. So thank you very much for joining me, and head over and watch all the other participants. I will create a playlist and have all the participants that are taking part in that playlist. Thank you very much for joining me, crafters, and you'll see me again very soon. Take care now. Bye bye.